Oh my goodness, Lou, do you remember that time that the Knicks fired their coach, who was like their best coach in a really long time, and then they had zero backup plan? That's what's happening right now in real life.
They have a plan. It's just go and interview every other current vacant head coach.
Just in case somebody's unhappy somewhere.
Yeah. This is embarrassing. Now these are the names. UDOKA, FINCH, and Kidd all have said, no, you cannot talk to our coaches. How bad do they look right now, Lou?
They look crazy, I ain't gonna lie. You look crazy. It's like, you know she got a boyfriend and you still calling her phone.
Trying.
Like, you know she's happy at home. Why are you calling that lady? Like,
troublemaker.
leave these coaches alone. But the optics are bad. You know, I don't know what their plan of action is. But listen, if you're gonna look for a coach, start at the top. Go call some of the best of the best.
You can't do any more though, right?
Yeah, call the best of the best and see if they're
just gonna go down the line and keep cold calling. Hey, are you
Jordan
unhappy?
just got the gig. Let's see what he
call
wants to
JJ
do.
Reddick next. See what
They don't believe that
everybody.
J-Kidd didn't know about the Luka trade. So let's try him.
He might be mad.
Let's try him. Maybe he's still pissed at Nico.
Let's try anybody.
This is
It's just the arrogance, right? Like
it's
it's just I understand they want a great coach. There's some good coaches out there, but it's like Lou just said, they're married men. Leave them alone. Buzz off.
I don't know how that analogy works out. Jimmy Dolan, ladies and gentlemen, he's awake and he's back. That's what this is.
It just looks bad. You just fired the guy who's been one of your better coaches in recent time, and now you don't even have a plan. You don't have a backup plan. Now you're going and just knocking on the door.
They were going to take a few weeks to kind of figure this out. We're in week 1.
They should have taken a few weeks to fire.
They're waiting until the finals end so they can call Carlisle and Dagnall to try and interview
because that's what they're going to want. They're going to want to leave teams that just made it to the finals.
You'll be like, Carlisle, you just lost in the finals. Maybe you'll come.
I've never seen an organization shoot their shot at 3 coaches and be 0 for 3. And shoot their shot at coaches who have jobs.
I don't think they're done either. I think they're just going to keep on knocking.
Well, at this point, you've made fools of yourself, so you might as well just keep the right going.
JB.
The French Open final, I mean, why not? 5 hours and 30 minutes. That's how long it lasted. It was actually an instant classic. Andy Roddick, who's got a podcast, said that tennis players are the best athletes in the world, Chandler. That's not, 5.5 hours is 5.5 hours.
I will say, I know what he's saying, right? The length of the matches. You're by yourself. You have no teammate. You could be playing in clay or concrete or in hot weather.
All of the things.
I get it. There's different conditions, and they are stopping and going, and they're backpedaling, they're jumping, but I disagree. I think NBA players and then NFL players are the most athletic, tall, length, size, speed, agility, everything all in one. Yes, they're athletic. First of all, they're small, so that's part of it. They're not. They're not 6'7", 6'8", and move the way like
John
LeBron
Eisner was
James.
like 6'6" or something.
Like 6'2", 6'3".
He's like 6'10".
Yeah,
by the way,
okay.
John Eisner.
Well, that wasn't even close.
I agree. I played tennis. I think it's very hard, especially you're on an island by yourself. But I think
are you doing
Metcalf,
pickleball top right now? Is that?
DK Metcalf is more athletic than Andy Roddick.
Wow.
I'm gonna surprise you guys.
Here we go.
I'm not very well versed in tennis. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
I mean, I didn't know.
Not well versed in tennis. What I do know is I learned a valuable lesson in respecting every professional athlete's
100%.
craft. I do know that. I had a chance to do batting practice with the Phillies one year.
That's awesome.
And literally my whole midsection was tore up for 2 weeks because I had to learn how to hit
different muscles.
I had to learn how to hit a baseball properly. So I've learned to respect everybody's hustles and what they do. Are they the best athletes in the world? I don't know. I hear his argument about the conditions, about being out there by yourself, 5-6 hour matches, this and that. Now, can you shoot a jump shot? Can you catch a football?
Maybe.
Can you hit a baseball? Can you do all of those things? That's what makes the best athlete in the world for me, that you can be able to do a multitude of these things relatively well.
I think it's the definition of athlete that is why this argument will last forever. Because I'll just myself, sometimes I'll look at baseball and be like, okay. And then I watch a dude play tennis for 5.5 hours, and I'm like, that is conditioning at the best level.
Even baseball, I golf every day and the ball's not moving. How do these dudes hit 95-mile-an-hour sliders that are dropping a foot? Like every professional sports has its thing, right?
Well, why is Serena considered not just one of the best female athlete, but one of the best athletes of all time?
Right, even like Carlos Alcaraz. I'm watching this guy playing, and he's just getting to every ball. He's moving. He's insane. I just think when I said the size, I think guys can do that at 6'8", 6'9", with longer wingspan and just as fast and strong and athletic. So
They're lanky.
I think that has to go into it. When I look at the best athlete of all time, I'm looking at like a LeBron James type figure, not a Carlos Alcaraz.
Really?
I mean,
he's still baby still.
Not
by
a
the
Michael
way.
Phelps type.
Michael Phelps would be a big one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably the greatest Olympian, him and Bolt, right? So, like, they have to respect that. That's the top of the line when you talk about athletics. But
yeah.
I'm just thinking if I drew up a body of the most athletic person, it's going to be a 6'8", 6'9", jacked, ripped.
I think
dude that
5.5
can do it all.
hours is where it's at, because I think a lot of people
I'm
would
gonna
have
let you go
withdrawn.
alone on this one, Chandler. I don't know.
Listen, again, they're both
that's
great.
not-
I love tennis. They're fantastic.
I'm allowed to do that.
It was an amazing.
They are
It was
athletic. Wide receivers, tight ends in the NFL are athletic.
also because it was a comeback for Alcaraz. Like, this thing looked like it was over, and then 4 hours later it was still
The
going.
final was
which
sick.
is kind of amazing. We're gonna take a quick one on the other side. Predictions for tonight.
Something I know about.
Oh, Lou, you know a lot about.
Like, you know what I mean? Alcaraz is
he's
6'1". Anthony Edwards can do everything he can do.